Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What's about you?
Okay,
How have you
doing
been?
great. I've been doing great as usual, busy with my sessions, classes, and household chores.
Okay.
So that's how my life is going on.
I watched your video. I watched your conversation with Rajni Verma, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
And then
okay.
I got your channel. Then I saw your lot of video and I found of your email ID. And I think that I should connect with you because you are providing a good lesson for English learner. And I also
Okay.
motivated by you that being a homemaker and as a mother, you are doing a great job, ma'am. Actually,
Okay, thank you so much. And I also conduct online paid sessions where I deal with my learners who come to learn this language or who are skeptical about this language, right? And in my free time, I love listening to music. I am a big fan of 90s music, typical Hindi music.
ma'am.
So this is all about me, and I'm curious to know about you.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of me. My name is Jaya. I am connected from Jharkhand. I have been working as a teacher in Jharkhand government, and I'm a married person. I have two children, and I have a couple of hobby. I like traveling. I like learning new skill and connecting with the new person, and also reading. I like. That's about myself.
Okay. Wow, you have very nice hobbies, as in traveling also helps us to explore different places and to know certain new things, right? And reading, I think the person who reads has so many good qualities because
Mm.
reading needs your concentration, right? So let's just discuss a few questions or a few points regarding personality development and how can we inculcate good habits or good hobbies. So
Yeah,
you just
definitely.
mentioned that you are a traveler enthusiast. So how many places have you visited so far? I would
Yeah,
like
I
to know.
have been. I didn't get chance to visit South India, but I am very enthusiastic to visit the
Okay.
Kerala. It's a very different culture and
Mm,
natural beauty of Kerala and Jammu Kashmir, Rajasthan, three places I wish to visit in my future. But till right now, I get the chance to visit Puri, means Odisha,
oh, wow.
many places of Odisha,
Odisha.
UP, Varanasi, Ajodhya temple, and Uttarakhand, Kolkata, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand also,
Okay.
and
Wow.
Mumbai.
That's nice to know. So, when are you planning to visit Himachal? Because it's such a beautiful place. You should come here.
Beautiful places. Yeah,
Okay.
one YouTuber also, English with Sunita, ma'am,
She's from Uttarakhand, I believe. Sunita Rawat, no?
Sunita. Yeah,
She is
Sunita
from
Rao,
Uttarakhand. Yes, she is
Uttarakhand.
from Uttarakhand.
And then
Yes.
he also saw the beauty of their area location, and I
Yes,
also
yes, yes.
attracted by saw
Mm.
the hill area, how the person live and enjoy the
Yes.
real nature.
Mm.
And that, as you mentioned that you are taking a session for the beginner, then you take one by one session, yeah, group session.
Uh, Actually, I don't mind taking both kind of sessions, but these days I'm just sticking to one-on-one sessions because what I observed, people want to take one-on-one sessions only there where they can present themselves without any hesitation, right? But
Yeah,
yes, when
definitely.
it comes to school or college going students, then I prefer to create a batch or make a group because it becomes easy for me to manage time. Otherwise, it's really hard to spare some time. One-on-one session takes time actually, and being a homemaker, it really becomes hard for me to get time for my sessions, for my those regular classes, and for these kind of sessions. And you know what? I just got your mail today and we are sitting here. Otherwise, sometimes people have to wait for a long time because I'm not able to spare some time. So I was contemplating ki I just had a conversation with Jaya and now we are sitting here. So it
Yeah,
was
it's my
good,
goodness. It's my
actually.
goodness because
Yeah,
I whenever I mail you, then I immediately saw your reply. Then I get very happy that ma'am replied me.
Actually, I always try to reply all the mails on time, but sometimes it become difficult to spare some time to fix the timings, right? As I just asked you, are you available at 5? You said yes. Sometimes the person whom I am asking about time, he's or she is not available at that specific slot. So then it becomes difficult for me to conduct sessions. And some people, they get offended also. They think that I am being arrogant, but it's not like that. I'm genuinely helpless because it is hard to manage time because I have to do my chores also. Now, after this session, I'll be rushing to my kitchen and I have to cook dinner for my family. So, life of a homemaker is not easy, right?
No, yeah. You have to
Yes,
do every quality of work. You have a great
yes.
responsibility, I can say, and I totally
Hmm.
resonate with you that you are taking a one by one session is time consuming, and when you
Yes.
give only one student 1 hour or 45 minutes, it will take a lot
Hmm.
of your time. And whenever you give
Yes.
the group session, sometimes for the
Hmm.
college girls, the group discussion is also become a very beneficial for them because by doing
Yes.
group
Hmm.
discussion they learn a lot.
Yes, and actually they get exposure how to face different people while having conversation. And when I conduct debate sessions, then also they know how to articulate their thoughts in a mindful way, right? So yes, actually every kind of exposure is necessary. If I talk about myself, so initially when I was also a learner of this language, I am still a learner of this language, but that time I was not that much confident. So while having these kind of conversation, I used to get a little conscious. But now, as I am in touch with this language, and I've been taking these sessions for a long time now. So I don't mind now. I don't feel conscious or I don't feel nervous before having these kind of sessions. So it depends on the practice and on in your environment, how which sort of environment you are living, right? So I want to know about you. How did you come into these kind of sessions, and what is your major reason to learn this language?
Okay, ma'am, I have completed my post graduation in English literature, but after completing my post graduation, that time I realized that I am not able to speak this language. So I
Hmm.
realized that for speaking English language, degree doesn't matter. It's totally
Yes.
depends up to your work, up to your practice, and how you immerse yourself into this language. So I realized the
Hmm.
value of English, and I also try to create an environment of English spoken English in the village area and the government sector
Hmm.
school. So in order to teach my student in best way, first I try to improve myself. And I realized that
Yes.
whenever I
Very
record
nice.
myself and I am
Hmm.
taking session with any other person, then I saw my recording form. I will easily rectify my mistake and it will help
Hmm.
me to mitigate my mistake. And the next session, I will try to remove it and improve it. So I think it's the
Wow.
best way of learning this language. So I have started uploading such type of conversational video on YouTube.
Okay.
It's very helpful.
Yes, true that. A degree has nothing to do with fluency, right? We need to create that environment and we need to speak up. That's
Mm.
the major ingredient to be fluent or to be flawless with this language. And you are doing a great job because when I started recording myself, you know what? I used to take so many takes, retakes. because I used to get fumble, I would stuck sometimes. But now, because it's been 5 or 6 years, I've been recording myself and I've been taking these sessions. So now it is just a walk in the park for me to record myself and to have these sessions. But
Mm.
yes, you need to be consistent with your practice.
Yeah,
Language learning is a lifelong process and it takes time. It
mm-hmm.
needs your patience, because I guess after 2 to 3 months you feel like giving up, right? You start feeling a little dull or boring to record yourself, and if you are not able to present yourself the way you want, you feel disappointed, and
And demotivated so
you
many
feel,
times.
yes, we get demotivated. So you need to be stubborn enough, you need to be strong headed, that I will learn this language and I will give my best shot. This is only the tip and trick to be fluent
Yeah.
in English.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am, for giving your precious advice. It really helped me to be consistent in this language.
So, what do you think? What challenges are you facing while learning this language?
First challenge I face during our pronunciation, because
Hmm.
I am from the Jharkhand and I use our mother tongue for daily conversation. Whenever I try to speak this language, many words are silent in English. So I
Hmm.
mispronounce many words. Then I search on Google and I listen 2 or 3 times and I do practice. And second
Hmm.
thing is uh, lack of confidence in the starting. I Everything is in my mind, but during the speaking, I stuck and I start to
Hmm.
fumble. This is only the lack of practice, I think. So,
Uh,
according to me, if you have internet connection, that there is no any issue, there is
hmm.
no any excuse that I cannot learn this language. If you have a burning desire, you can create environment around yourself by using only internet connection, I think.
You are
There is
absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Because see, uh, power went off suddenly. Okay, not a issue, not an issue. So yes, as you just mentioned, in terms of pronunciation, yes, your the impact of your native language is clearly visible while you speak. So one can clearly figure out that there is that impact of your native language. So you can do one practice which is going to remove this effect or this impact or influence. And the second thing, it will also boost your confidence. So try to listen to uh,
yeah.
anyone. It can be your favorite speaker, okay, or try to listen to podcasts, right, and observe those people how they pronounce. So you don't watch, just listen, just listen, okay. Add this listening practice to your practice session. Second thing, take any book or find any story, any paragraph on Google, and read aloud. Don't read in your head, okay. Try
Read
to
it out.
read aloud. जोर से बोलना है ना,
Mhm,
speak aloud,
mhm,
so
mhm.
that you can be familiar with the formation of the word. this
Yes.
uh, this technique is going to be helpful. And once you will be surrounded with these activities where you are listening, where you are reading and speaking up, definitely you
Mhm.
will get to know the formation of certain words, how to pronounce them, and you will boost your confidence also. So
Yeah, definitely.
okay, and one thing, because you are a YouTuber, you upload your videos, so choose one word, okay, find its accurate pronunciation on Google and practice that word. Before recording yourself, practice that word so, like efficiently, okay. And then make a video, make a short video where you will be telling the introducing the word to your audience,
Right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So pronounce that word in a correct way, then explain its meaning, and you can frame 2 to 3 sentences. In this way, the word you are going to explain to your audience will be, permanent in your memory, because
Yeah.
you are going to practice that word. Okay. And
Practice.
try to choose new words so that you can add those words to your vocabulary. And while having these sessions, try to use those
Okay,
words.
definitely.
Okay. we need to make
Okay.
uh, we need to make conscious effort, because this is a technique which I also follow. Every time when I learn a new word, then I deliberately use that word in my conversations, so that I can be familiar with that word. Okay. So record yourself as much as you can, and listen to certain podcasts, or those people who are good at speaking. That's
How they
it.
pronounce, how they pronounce
Yes,
the same word, and
yes,
try to
that is
copy this. Mhm.
right.
Ma'am, the initial period, I start to accumulated many words, and that time I try to mug up many vocabulary, but I am not incorporate this word in our conversation, and I
Mm.
forget after 2 or 3 days. But
Yes.
whenever I try to become start my journey of speaking, after that I try to only learn 1 or 2 words and try to use this word in our conversation.
Hmm.
By doing this method, this word become in our mind, and we will never forget this. This is a very good method.
See, I often say this to everyone, that 3 words a week are more than sufficient. Don't go
More.
for so many words, because you are not going to remember or recall those words, and you are going to end up perplexing yourself. That's it. You will just confuse yourself by adding so many words. So try to add 3 words a week. Okay, explore those words, try to understand the function of those words. I often tell certain words. Now let's say bark. I have already given this example. Bark or bug. We know bug is that insect.
Insect,
Okay.
huh?
Or bark means bhonkna, but it has certain other function. This word has certain other functions. uh, Bark is also that skin of a tree,
Skin of
पेड़ की
tree.
छाल जिसको बोलते हैं,
Mhm.
right?
Got
And if someone is yelling at you, someone is screaming at you, you can say, don't
it.
bark at me, why are you barking at me? So bark at someone means to shout, to scream at that person. And there is one idiom related with this word, barking up the wrong tree. When you approach someone to figure out, to solve some query, but that query has nothing to do with that person, right? If you come to me with maths problem, I'm not good at math, so I will be saying you कि sorry Jaya, you are barking up the wrong tree. तुमने गलत इंसान को पकड़ा है. ठीक है? So in
Okay.
this way, same bug, we know that bug is an insect, but if someone is nagging you, if someone is troubling you, you can say, you can tell that person, don't bug me, stop bugging me, मुझे तंग करना बंद करो, है ना? Fly, there are so many words. Fly, we only know fly mean fly, उड़ना, या फिर मक्खी. Fly is that, right? But
Sometimes
जो हमारे
time flies. We also use time fly.
yes, time flies ना, right?
So
And हमारा जो trouser का zip वाला portion होता है, that is also known as fly. So
fly
when you
and zip
learn
your
a
fly.
word, when you learn a word, try to know its different function. This is the beauty of this language. So
Yeah.
don't be in that hurry of learning this language, and don't just focus on speaking up. This is the biggest issue with people. Everyone just wants to speak up, सबको बोलना है. They don't want to learn or see the beauty of this language. So take a pause and try to understand if whatever you have learned, right?
How I can
Explore.
use in different
Yes,
way this
yes,
word.
right. And see, as a homemaker, I'm not supposed to go to somewhere where I need to deliver a speech. I need everyday life sentences. So I should be aware of each and every object which I am able to see, right? To know their English names. Sometimes we are not
Oh,
aware of masalon ke naam, in English, right?
Definitely.
So these are very basic and small steps, but these are crucial steps,
Crucial,
right?
yeah.
Yes. So try to strengthen your roots. Okay, don't just be in that hurry of speaking up. Observe people, how they're presenting themselves, how they are articulating their thoughts, how they're pronouncing certain words, right? It's not only about speaking, कि आपको बोलना ही है. Just try to understand the beauty of this language. How can I learn this language in a very good way, good manner? Speak less, but speak in a very good way. That's what
Perfect.
I believe.
Mhm. And definitely to get accuracy, we will take time. So
Yes.
don't be in hurry and try
Hmm.
to catch the root of this
Yes.
language, because there
Yes.
are many stuff containers and many things available in our in room. We don't
Yes.
know the real name in English.
Yes, actually,
Mhm.
you know what? Every day at this stage of my life where I've been learning this language for a long time, sometimes I stumble upon a new word and I really feel amazed. Oh my God, इतनी छोटी सी बात थी मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था. So, really, because it's not our first language, it's a foreign language. There are so many phrasal verbs. You know what? First, be familiar with basic sentence structures. Try to listen to native speakers. They use so many phrasal verbs, and phrasal verbs add flavors to your language. So I am working
Definitely.
on my words, phrasal verbs, because as a learner of this language, what as learners of this language, what we do, we try to translate word to word, and it's not possible to get the exact word for each and every emotion. So we need to add phrasal verbs.
You recorded the many video regarding the idioms,
Yes.
and you also want to show this the actual meaning is not happening with the English. It's a different
Right.
type of meaning. So,
Yes.
and sometimes, ma'am, pick one word and try to know the synonyms of these words.
Yes.
Two or three.
Right.
It also have how I can use interesting. In which word we can replace with the interesting.
Yes.
In you
Right.
can say so. By this
Yes.
way, we can.
See, this is again, you just brought a very crucial point here. Every time, don't say, I am busy. You know, you can choose some beautiful expressions, right? I
Mhm.
am snowed under, I'm tied up, I'm occupied, I have a lot on my plate. Don't say, I'm happy, I'm over the moon,
Over
I'm
the
in the
moon.
seventh heaven, right? I'm tickled pink.
All
These are
sounds
very
very
beautiful
good.
expressions. Don't just go for boring or dull, right? Go for tedious or monotonous,
Monotone.
right? Onerous. There are so many good words.
Good
So,
words.
yes, you can
It
add a
sounds
lot
very
of
good.
synonyms instead of using those basic words.
It sounds very good, ma'am, and it sounds very advanced.
So, you are adapting, I would say, a holistic approach to learn this language.
And we will connect once again.
Okay, then
Bye.